Hi, I'm Dr. Gorman. I want to talk today about the concept of referred pain. You know, in medicine, they talk about referred pain as like you have a heart attack. Everybody's kind of familiar with that one, right? You get chest pain, left shoulder pain, sometimes into the neck, left TMJ or face, and that's referred pain. Very often because those same nerves that go to the heart share some of the same nerve supply to the shoulder and to the neck and some of those areas. And so we know if we have shortness of breath and some of those things, that could be a sign of a heart attack. What I want to talk about is what we call subclinical or more functional areas of referred pain. So for example, if we look at more traditional areas of referred pain, this is a basic referred pain chart. You can see that very common, someone has a liver or especially a gallbladder attack where they have gallstones in their gallbladder and they get clogged up. They'll get severe pain either along here or in the shoulder. If somebody has an ulcer and they have major issues with their stomach, they'll get severe debilitating pain. These are the kinds of pains that send someone immediately to the emergency room, like no question, like it's like pain they've never had, right? If you have a kidney stone, that ends up sending somebody to the emergency room, right? Severe low back pain in that area, and very often don't even know what caused it. You didn't do anything physical in nature, right? And here's the heart, and some other examples, and so on and so forth. What I want to talk about, and one of the hallmarks of our practice, being more holistic, but especially practicing what we call applied kinesiology, which we have another video describing. It's a very advanced, in my opinion, the most advanced form of holistic healthcare in the world. And we're able to know, because every muscle relates to a different organ and to a different gland and different things in the body, we can actually know certain relationships, and sometimes you can develop, for example, left shoulder pain that goes on and on for weeks or months or even years. That could be a sign that your heart is just a little bit weak, but yet it might take 10 years before, 20 years, 30 years before you ever had a heart attack, if you even ever do. And so this subclinical or functional referred pain is very misunderstood and very misdiagnosed or missed with the average person today. So very common thing I see literally every day. People have issues with their liver. The liver is what's like the pool filter. It cleans out our body and detoxifies it. And we live in the most toxic world ever. We're eating the most junk, the most sugar, all this stuff. It really has a negative impact on our liver. And I see tons of liver-related pain where someone says, I didn't do anything, and yet I've got all kinds of pain up here in my right side of my back and my right upper back up top there, and it fits the liver classic. And sometimes I'll even ask about blood work and they'll say, oh yeah, I have high liver enzymes on my blood work, but my doctor said there's nothing they can do. And they're right, there's nothing they can do, because any medication that they would give would actually only put more stress on their liver. And so the only way to correct that is to properly detoxify the body and to give proper nutrition for the liver to rebuild and repair the liver. And that's what we're experts in, that's what we focus on. But when it comes to all these referred pain patterns, we can use muscle testing and different things to tell if your pain is actually coming from that. So sometimes you don't have to have a kidney stone, but you can just be moderate to mildly or moderately dehydrated, and you'll get an achy low back. Or you might have some indigestion related to stomach, and it's just some mild indigestion once in a while, and then a couple hours later you get mid to upper back pain. And then within a few hours, as you digest that food, it goes away. In this case, I like to say this is where we get to kill two birds with one stone. I ask the patient, would it be okay if we corrected your liver and your back pain at the same time by addressing the root cause, which is actually your liver or your stomach or your kidney? All organs have pain referral patterns. It's like anything else in life. When you know about it, then you look for it. If you don't know about it or you're not familiar with it, then you're not going to be able to look for it. So that's a really common thing and one of the hallmarks of our practice.